Hi everybody, this is Bill with NotaryCoach.com and the Sign and Thrive Notary Training Course and Community. Today I'm going to talk about the top 3 ways that you can grow your general notary work revenue within your notary business. You know, I'm a big advocate for general notary work, especially now that in almost all states you can generate significant revenue and be of greater service now that notary fees or the convenience fees or the mileage fees have gone up across the country, and I think we're still going to see some improvement throughout the country on that. So if you want to grow your general notary work, if you really want to embrace this and give this mobile notary and loan signing business the fair shake it deserves, then there's a little bit of a different strategy that you're going to take than with loan signings. First, there's 3 main ways that you can build connections, relationships that are going to help drive your revenue. First is referral relationships. You've got to build a referral network, have relationships. On the loan signing side, we talk all the time about the importance of these types of relationships. And on the general notary work side, it's actually not a whole lot different. You can build relationships with attorneys, estate attorneys, Federal Express, the FedEx Kinko's employees, because FedEx no longer does those notarizations. So a lot of times they still have people coming in looking for those types of relationships. Bankers and merchant tellers at banks. A lot of times the old way of thinking is that people can just go to their bank and get a notary. And in some cases that is true. In a lot more cases these days, that's not true. Some banks don't allow their employees to notarize certain documents, and sometimes it's the most critical documents. Sometimes that notary just never seems to be on staff at a bank branch, so they're always looking for some way to service. I've got 2 major bank merchant tellers that refer their customers to me all the time. I'm right in the middle of 2 branches of the same bank, and I get referrals from both of them. So that's one way to go. Then, of course, you've got the hospital staff, you've got senior living centers, you've got outpatient care, inpatient care, all kinds of care facilities where notaries are needed on a regular basis. So developing relationships with them can be a great way not only to create additional revenue for you, but if you wanted to feel like you were really contributing to society and helping people out, those care facilities really can make you feel good about what we do as mobile notaries. The second way that you're going to generate revenue for yourself is having a web presence. You've got to have a website, so one way or the other, a website. But don't fall into the trap that a website is the end-all be-all. Don't set it and forget about it. Your website requires constant attention. In fact, your entire digital presence does. It's called search engine optimization. And that is how customers, local customers, are going to find your website. So once you have it, there are ways to enhance it and make it better and make sure that you are in the top listings when somebody jumps onto Google and says, hey, notary near me, we want your website to be on that first page. There's a lot of work that goes into that. That's a skill set that you want to master, or at least start learning, because it's very expensive to outsource it, and it's super dynamic and ever changing when you're doing it yourself. So it's a long process, but it's worth every minute of your brain power on that. The third way that you're going to start generating revenue in general notary work is kind of the more traditional advertising means. So being a notary is just like any other business. But you're on the road, you're mobile, but there's a lot of things that you can do in the traditional realm as well, like business cards, brochures, little display ads in your community newspaper, online advertising. All of that stuff is going to help you in general notary work, because advertising, the general rule on advertising or the general audience, is appealing to consumers. And in our general notary work side, we're appealing to consumers. So you can get really creative with this and way outside the box or way back inside the box and go old school, or all kinds of different things that you can do. So I encourage you to get creative on that. And this also is going to include car magnets on your vehicle. Those are really popular for notaries. In fact, I hear stories from across the country of people with these car magnets, and there's people calling them from behind them saying, hey, I need a notary, can you pull over? So there could be some really added value there. Within this same realm, we're going to talk about the directories. There are some major notary directories out there, and you can usually post a profile or your information for free on a lot of them. There are a few, though, where it seems to be paying off to pay for the upgraded or the premium listings as well. And there's 3 major directories. We talk about them all the time at TNT and on the loan signing side, but in case you've missed all that, there are 3 notary directories that come highly recommended for at least being on and maybe even paying for the premium listings on. And that's going to be Notary Cafe, 123 Notary, and notaryrotary.com. All 3 of those listings will be a good resource for you because the consumers actually use that, or they pop up because they've been around forever. So when people are searching for notaries, listings for those 3 directories will pop up first. Now, I hope that helps you kind of grow and maybe give you an angle or a plan of attack whenever you're going to take on and embrace general notary work. Now, when it comes to the actual work, there's so much nuance to general notary work, different forms, things that you may not have seen before, weird documents, because here's the reality of general notary work. Anybody in the world can go out and create any type of document they want and require notarization on it. So sometimes you don't know what you're going to see. Still, there are some really common forms that we're going to see. And we've got an amazing team here at Notary Coach in the community and here on the YouTube channel, bringing experts from the country together to help share information and raise the bar for all of us. So we can become experts at what we do, so people can count on us. And when people can count on you, your business is going to thrive. So on June 22nd, Saturday, June 22nd, 2019, at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, one of my favorite people in the entire world and an expert in her field, Miss Laura Buer, is going to do a skill builder for notaries on powers of attorney. That's called a POA. And a power of attorney we actually see across the board, whether you're doing loan signings or if you're going to pursue general notary work, you're going to see power of attorney documents quite a bit. And this little 20 to 40 minute skill builder is completely free for you. Totally free. She's going to jump on, share her insight, her expertise, and some resources for you so you can up your game and understand these powers of attorney. Whenever you have more confidence in what you're doing, you're going to have more competence, and then when you have more competence, you have more confidence. It's that competence-confidence cycle, and that is going to help grow your business and grow your happiness and enjoyment when you're doing this. So I hope you can join us. I included a link to sign up. You do have to register for it so we can communicate with you. Just give us your email and you're in. But the skill builder is totally free. Now, the last one that we did on this, we did it for Last Wills and Testament last month. And we thought it was going to be 20 minutes long, but there were so many amazing questions that it actually ran up to about an hour. So we're shooting for that 20 to 30 minute range, but with lots of Q&A and great questions from you, it might end up rolling over into an hour. So I hope you can spend a little bit of time, 1 hour at the max, growing yourself and your business on a Saturday morning with us. Again, that's Saturday, June 22nd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Totally free for you. Just register at the link below.